What is up, everybody? What is up? Today I'm gonna be telling you a story about how I got flashed by a dude that was probably like my age on tour. So if you guys don't know who I am, my name is Diego, and I make music. I also play lead guitar for a band called Shirley Tempo sometimes. And this is what this story is about. I had the wonderful opportunity to be a part of Shirley Tempo's tour last year. Their headlining tour. We were joined by Tony Jupiter, and it was my first tour ever. And it was across pretty much the whole entire country. They flew me out to Cedar Rapids, you know, like the Hillary Clinton meme, and it was cool. You know, it was a nice time. Very hard though. It was a bunch of random people, but they're the homies now. But it was crazy. It was just a really crazy experience. So we're just going down the East Coast, and I'm a Mexican, you know, and I love my Hispanics. So we're on this East Coast bullshit and everything, and there's no Mexican people. There's no like Hispanics. There's none of my people are there, you know. So we're in the East Coast for like 2 weeks, and then we finally hit Houston. We finally go around the belt and we hit Houston, and then I'm like, holy moly, my people. It has nothing to do with the story, but I'm like, okay, my people are here. That's what's up. We're feeling good now, feeling better. But here's the thing, man. We would take showers in Planet Fitnesses. Like, that's just where we showered and everything. That's where we did our stuff. Here we are, we're in Houston, and I'm about to go take a shower. Or actually, no, okay, I'm done with my shower. I take my shower, whatever. And so I go back to where the lockers are at, and I take my stuff out. I start like just putting on deodorant. I start just chilling. I start chilling, you know, just doing my shit. And then around the corner comes this guy, and like he wasn't even an old guy, because you know sometimes it's the old fellas that be doing some weird freaky stuff. But this guy just comes around. He's like 3 years older than me, 23 or something like that, like 24. He's just older, but not so old to the point where it's like, dude, come on, common, like, you don't know any common decency or you're just a creep. So this dude comes through. I'm guessing he just took a shower too. He's like shirtless, and he's got a towel wrapped around him. All right, it's like, all right, you know what, that's normal, you know, just do your thing, whatever. I'm like, I see this guy, and I'm like, all right, okay, I'm gonna just keep doing my stuff. Like, I know you're there. I'm gonna just keep changing, you know. And it's great, everything's going fine. This dude then comes in front of me, and he undoes his towel, and I'm like, bro, like, okay, look, he didn't like come in front of me and he was like, ah. No, he was just kind of there, and he undoes his towel. He wasn't so far away, but it wasn't like so, you know what I mean. It was like a decent amount of space where it's like, bro, come on, like, I'm right here. Undoes his towel. It just schlongs out, like his schlong is just out, and it's like, dude, chill out, you know what I mean? Like, and it's like, dude, I don't even know if he's a grower or a shower, but that thing was long. Like, that thing was freaking long, and I was like, whoa, dude, whoa. And I didn't know what to say. And I think the other guys that were in there too kind of saw it, because they all were also like, what the fuck? I think it was the trauma or something. Like, I don't really remember what happened after this, but I'm pretty sure he proceeded to walk through the whole entire thing, like, kind of dick out, like balls out, like free balling. I'm just there, and I can't even process what just happened. It's like still kind of engraved in my head. You know how crazy it is to have another man's penis engraved into your head? It sucks, man. So like, dude, it was crazy. I think the thing that makes me so flabbergasted is that the fact that this dude was a normal guy. He was a good looking guy. He wasn't ugly. I'm sorry, I don't mean to go there. Most of the time it's the ugly ones that kind of do it, and he wasn't ugly. Like, this dude was a fine gentleman. He was well groomed. You know, he got a low taper fade on the genitals. I was like, all right, dude, you know, like, you're not a bad looking guy. You're a good looking guy, and you're doing this. It really just bothered me. Now, every time I think about Houston, I think about that guy. Houston, y'all are fucking weird. Y'all are weird. That's it. Bye.